Another week, another virtue-signaling Meghan Markle project, the latest on the Duke's immigration court case. And is the Vegas vixen trying to extort Prince Harry? These are my LA Diaries. Town & Country reports that Meghan Markle wants to change the perception of moms on TV, which is ironic when one of the trashiest portrayals of moms on television is what put Meghan through private school and uni. Thank you very much, Peggy Bundy. According to Town & Country, a new study, Rewriting Motherhood, How TV Represents Moms and What We Want to See Next, presented by Moms First and the Gina Davis Institute on Gender and Media, supported by the Archwell Foundation, reveals how fictionalized portrayals of moms on TV don't reflect the lived experiences of mothers in the U.S. Vanity Fair reports the study found that though TV moms have become slightly more diverse, they are still underrepresented as earners and are still largely young, white, and thin. With election season in full swing, polling shows Americans increasing concerns with the cost of living, inflation, healthcare, and immigration. So good on Meghan Markle Teresa for financing a survey that tells us Carol Brady is too white and too skinny. Wars? What wars? We need Marge Simpson to gain a few lbs. Obviously, the objective here is to enhance her feminism brand while enjoying the association with actress Gina Davis, who released a very cookie-cutter statement about the collab that said, "We love having her support and the support of Archwell. We can't do it without financial support like that." And it's obviously a subject that's very near and dear to her heart. Translation, thanks for the check. Or thanks, ChatGPT. Anyway, who is your favorite TV mom? Mine is Jill Taylor from Home Improvement. Let me know yours in the comments below. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that if Meghan is financing surveys on moms and TV, then she's likely financing surveys on her own likability or popularity. In fact, the Daily Mail is reporting that she understands she's persona non grata in the UK, and in an effort to improve her image, she's currently trying to find a publicist willing to work with her. In an article titled "Exclusive, Meghan Markle Prepares for Relaunch in the UK," Duchess has reached out to British PR gurus for help as she battles a popularity problem in Britain. The Mail explains that this is not exactly a dream job for most publicists, when Harry and Meghan have not established a reputation for following direction. One PR executive in London told the Mail, "And I never thought I'd be saying this out loud. This is that many senior PR people will not be willing to eat. Many will turn it down. Representing the couple in the UK is a tantalizing thought, but they don't have a reputation for listening to advice. What would be the point?" I'm kind of on a Meghan Markle overload right now, and I'm assuming this is an intentional strategy by her current team. Flood the news cycles with her actually working-ish versus the typical palace gossip. Will this change public perception of her? I think it's too little too late. In just 2 weeks' time, we might have new information about Prince Harry's immigration status. As you heard last week, right here on LA Diaries, the judge in the DHS versus Heritage Foundation case has requested to see Prince Harry's paperwork. Reported by the Daily Mail this Thursday, Judge Nichols gave DHS until March 21st to submit declarations that detail the records it is withholding and the particular harm that would arise from public disclosure of them. Now, this review will be done in private, but the deadline gets us one step closer to a resolution. And one more word on Prince Harry before I go. I got some heat this week for saying that the Vegas vixen threatening to leak inappropriate photos of him was wrong. Arguments like Prince Harry doesn't respect anyone's privacy, so why should we respect his? Well, because we're decent human beings, and there's a difference between right and wrong. And leaking photos of somebody that are inappropriate is wrong. I spoke to celebrity attorney Christopher Melcher this week on the To Die For Daily podcast, where he explained that what this woman is doing could be interpreted as extortion. For instance, is she trying to intimidate Prince Harry into purchasing the photos himself to make them go away? Is that legal? I mean, obviously it's not, but it's an interesting conversation. Here's a peek. And, these pictures are from 2012. Is there a statute of limitations when it comes to, I mean, maybe that's the wrong usage of the word statute of limitations, but is it ever like fair game that these are my photos because they're 10 years old and they're 15 years old? These are my pictures. Or no, because that's me in the photo. So I can feel violated 20 years from now.
Yeah, I think the violation would occur during the publication of it, probably not the taking of it. I mean, there could be situations where somebody's illegally recorded and then there's a violation there. We saw some of that in the Britney Spears case where she was, illegally recorded or intercepted, and the statute of limitations on a criminal prosecution, unfortunately, had ran for that, even though she didn't know that this was happening to her. It was too late. So there, the violation happened when the illegal recording was made. Here, again, I don't know, in Las Vegas, what laws would prevent somebody from taking a video of somebody else in the same hotel room. I'm assuming that that's legal. So no violation there, but it'd be the publication of it that would be the violation of the law. And then any attempt to extort money from him would be a violation right now. You're also touching on the issue of ownership of photographs. And we see this a lot with celebrities where paparazzi will take pictures of the celeb and then sell that picture. How can they do that? Well, under US law, the copyright to that picture belongs to the photographer, not the subject.
Ooh.
And it's very, hurtful and confusing to the celebrity because they're cultivating the image. It's that person whose image is being exploited or used to make money off of, and they get no royalties from that. So this is an area of U.S. law that, the celebs are upset about, because it's like, hey, if you're going to take a picture of me, and especially without my consent, I mean, yes, I'm in a public place. You don't need my consent, but you're taking a picture and you're selling it for all this money. Like, why not share it with the celeb? But legally, that any photographs here that were taken of Prince Harry belong to the photographer, even though he's the subject of that photo. Now, even though they have the copyright to it, doesn't mean that they can use it for these illegal purposes of like revenge. No.
Wow, that's incredible. I completely forgot about that, but you're right. You see celebrities getting sued for posting paparazzi shots on Instagram of themselves that they like by the photographer and having to pay them a ridiculous amount of money. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's my face. Another case that just popped into my mind while you were talking about that, though, was, remember Robert Kardashian got in a lot of trouble for publishing pictures of Black China over his Instagram that were intimate. And that was considered a big revenge case here in the state of California. So it really is such murky territory. And I'm surprised that this woman didn't think about that when she did this interview with The Sun. I really think you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, and I think this seems very exploitive, and I'm sure not a lot of thought went into it, and but hey, people are talking about it, and maybe that's all she wants. And if she does have these images, I got to think she is going to cash in, but she has to be extremely careful because she could end up getting into some trouble for it too.
You can listen to the To Die For Daily podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe to talkTV on YouTube. Thanks for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield.